1. Clicky the button.
Are you sure you're not going live to
Hello.
stabbiness?
Don't
Oh my
fucking do this
goodness.
to me, I
Don't
swear
do
to
that.
God, man. Now I gotta
Hello?
fucking check.
Oh my god. No, we're live on YouTube.
Damn
Stabby, if
it,
we're on your
Alora.
channel, we're sorry.
I'm not.
Alora's never
We're
sorry.
on YouTube.
Swear to God, Alora, you can't do this to me.
Hey, would you rather have a moment of panic or find out?
You
2
gave me a
hours
moment
from
of panic
now?
already.
Yeah,
Look what
exactly.
you've
Just
done.
a brief moment
You've-
of panic, or find out 2 hours from now that you've been streaming to his channel this whole time.
Look what you've done. You've
I
taken a
wouldn't
perfectly
notice.
good cameraman, and you've given him anxiety.
Yes, correct. I wouldn't notice 2 hours later. I would notice immediately because the bar on YouTube wouldn't go. I've done it 3 times
Alora.
accidentally, and every time I noticed within a few seconds.
Yep.
And immediately apologized to Jay.
Alright, well, we are live, so.
Oh, wow.
How's it
Hello.
going, folks?
Good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I feel like it's been days since we've played this.
Sounds fake. It was yesterday.
I missed a session.
It's been a really long day.
So I saw so much planning in chat. You guys obviously know what you're doing now, right?
Excuse me,
Because I
excuse
gave you things that you have, like an update, and I gave you like a week to figure it out. So you guys know what you're doing now, right?
In my defense, Emmy is prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Emmy's prepared to sit on Mars's shoulder and do absolutely nothing until necessary.
Yep.
As per usual.
And I even, least people think I'm lazy, pointed this out in Discord during the planning session. I offered advice as a player, and then said in character, you guys all know him, he's just going to sit there and quietly judge people from the sidelines. Let's just do this.
Which means that the rest of the team figured out their plan, right?
Exactly.
Wow, I can't believe this.
All right. Well, since we all know what we're doing, let's go ahead and get started with a recap.
Okay.
Don't everyone talk at once.
Nose goes.
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
I had some time. So let's see. We started last session with Emmy's dream. Carried over. Where apparently maybe we get some peek into the beginnings of Emmy and human-animal hybrid. Then we get up in the morning. Holly says a prayer to Sarenrae, and starts to go down to breakfast with a bit more masculine presenting face, and panics at the last second and just decides to turn their skin just all midnight or pearl night blue, dark blue. JV, me and Gaius are all nauseated. Holly gets JB to eat an apple because it's high in fiber and it'll help solve your stomach.
You know, the carnivore needs to get more fiber in their diet.
Absolutely.
Our cat is on a vegan diet.
Oh no.
Yep. Scripts don't work all the time. And then after breakfast, we discuss what do we do next. We discuss the skulls and wanting to question them. So we decide to get Paige some tea and scone and darken her doorstep. Holly steals the one pillow that Paige has, sets up her ritual for Speak with Dead, and that goes off without a problem. Holly was maybe a little nervous, but everything worked exactly as it should, which means we don't actually know if anything they said was true or not. But we did get some information that these people follow the Norgorber deity. They report to the Master in Haida, and they plan to shape society by death. Funnily enough, I didn't hear anything about greed in that the long, expansive 5 words we got on their mission statement. And then I think we were talking about other possibilities of what to do, and that's kind of where we stopped. Did I miss anything?
Sounds about right. All right. Inspiration if you don't already have it.
I actually do. Does anybody else need inspiration?
I
I
not
do.
have inspiration.
You do now.
Yay.
Probably the only time we'll be able to pay it back.
I appreciate it.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we're gonna pick off in the cart. Y'all are standing around a bunch of skulls. You've just finished questioning the second skull of the cultists that you have. Where do we go from here? Because you all have a plan, right? You know exactly where we're going, right?
Yeah, man.
After that week that I gave you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's the plan?
Okay. So, guys, I think that was actually really helpful. And I think I know what we need to do next.
Okay.
Right.
So, this group, this cult, which, like, it seems like they kind of are a legitimate cult. But
Are there illegitimate cults?
well, I wasn't sure with the letter from Zanisha, the mistress of the seven, versus the brother of the seven. It was a little weird. But okay, so there's this cult. They report to the master. They shape society by death, but it didn't mention anything about greed. And they're supposed to get this information from visions from their god, right? Okay, so the letter that Zanesha sent to Aldern after he died, it talked about, something that you harvested from the caverns, and whatever it was that he harvested, that should consider his debt to the brothers paid in full. Yet, she still has needs of it. So whatever she's doing is separate from whatever the brothers are doing. So she's collecting greed, but the brothers are doing something else. And she's like not being honest with the brothers. That's why she said that you don't need to contact them anymore. You have to work with me. Okay, so then if we look at the deed for the Foxglove Manor, it talks about, it seemed all okay, kind of normal, except then you get to the very end. And it says that, like, they have affixed the seal of Haida to the charter, which shall serve in lieu of the signatures, because the names of the Brotherhood are to remain apart from this or any other document. Which means somebody either has those names, or somebody is high up, is keeping those names hidden.
Well, that would make sense. If it's supposed to be a secret cult, then they wouldn't want their names to be publicly known should documentation be found or even filed.
The city was so they required so much documentation just to sell stuff. You know that land property, it's I mean, they're not going to have looser restrictions. So I feel like we should go and find out first who are the owners on file of the sawmill, literally called the Sevens Sawmill, and the townhouse and Foxglove Manor, and see if we can find any documents on it, and see if we can find like an addendum that might have the names listed separately.
Yeah?
Curious, is this information usually readily available to the public, or would we need to give some sort of a reason why we wanted to know?
So, I mean, I don't know how it is here, but usually, land ownership I thought was open to the public, because if you want to go and make a deed or make a bid on that land, you know, you can find out who owns for tax purposes.
All right.
So it's worth a shot. If that doesn't work, then I think that the next step is to go to the town guard, because like how do they not know this is going on? They might have more information than we have.
Well, I mean that is true, but we also have to consider that we don't know who all is part of the cult. So if they're posing or part of the guard, it may be dangerous to go to them with some of this information.
True. Maybe we keep like the skin saw cult mask separate, but I don't think they. I mean, they might have people in the guard, but I really do. I think they had people higher up, like contract. The way that contract's written, it just kind of bothers.
If they were able to sign a document under an organization's name in lieu of their own name, the Brothers of the Seven, then that group is therefore formally recognized by the government of this city.
Somebody.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, somebody here knows something.
All right. We should also be careful, because, as well, I suppose not everyone would know this, but this city, I believe, is not a base for the Arium, but they're the warring faction with them. It's the Maleficarum?
Malum Animus.
Malum Animus. The Malum Animus, which in and of itself may be separate from the Brotherhood, or they may be working together. Either way, we should be cautious. But yes, that is certainly a place where we can start. He kind of glances around. So, looking into the property itself and finding connections.
Yeah, I think that's at least a place to start. It's something we can do today. We can also stake out the sawmill?
Yeah. We could potentially just have Arithia do that.
Yeah.
As you say that, she sort of just looks over.
You're okay with that, of course.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I mean, you would be the least likely to be noticed, considering you have, you know. She makes like little flappy motions.
Exactly.
I mean, I'd love to go with you. I just am not as fast or quiet.
Wouldn't be the first time I've gone ahead to investigate, shall we say.
And you're able to keep in touch with excuse me, fuck.
I don't think I know fuck.
Shut up. I swear to God.
Not what you said last night.
Hey.
Oh! Ma'am?
Sure.
Of all the people I was expecting that joke from, it was not Chris.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my
You're able to
goodness.
keep in touch with Isabel, aren't you? If we, well, like momentarily pauses, thinking about whether or not it's a good idea to keep Isabel with us when we're trying to get into like official locations.
You saying you don't want to have the very good bean with you?
Oh, I'm
It's what
She's
it
sure
done
sounds
she's
nothing
like.
wrong ever in her
lovely.
life.
How much has she had to drink so far today?
So far not much. Pulled pretty much straight out of the tavern for you guys to go do this stuff.
Okay, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it just out of character if we keep her with us and um Thea's able to keep in contact with her, if anything pops up then we'll be able to know ahead like immediately
Yeah.
rather than um you know, whenever
Mhm.
we get back in contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thea will speak up. I could also keep in contact with one of you.
Oh, did you have some specialized sending spell or uh communication stone or sending stone or I'm just going to stop talking.
She rolls her head sort of to the side. Something like that. Is that
Wait for
something you all would be
explanation.
interested in?
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose I can't really speak for everyone, but I think it would certainly be a good idea. What exactly does it entail?
Communication.
Oh,
2 ways.
uh-huh.
And she pulls out her book that you've seen. Let me see. Where do I have my book?
Attempts to pull out a book, starts rifling through her bag. Where the fuck did it go?
Oh, fuck.
Check the back pocket.
Oh, yes. A dark red leather-covered book with the raven's head on the front. The old papyrus papers that are inside. Opens it to a blank page, lays it down on the table, produces an inkwell and a quill, and holds it out to just the party in general. Who would like to sign?
What would we be signing?
The page.
Holly looks at the pages. What is written on the page?
It's blank.
And what happens once...
Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not blank. There are a series of names on it. Numerous of them are crossed out.
Oof.
Interesting.
You see, it goes down the line. There's the very first one, which is not crossed out, says Delilah. Under that says Jade, which has been crossed out. Then Irina, which has been crossed out. Then Despera, which has been crossed out. And there are numerous names after that have been crossed out. And then Isabella, which is not crossed out.
Jalen's not crossed out. Ha!
Jalen wasn't on there to begin with. Ha
Damn it, no!
So,
The insult.
what does one do to get on or off this list?
You simply sign your name on the page, and I can write next to it a message to you. The message you will hear in my voice in your mind, and should you choose to reply, I will see it written next to your name as well. If you want your name removed, I simply... And she just does a wave of her hand.
Oh, okay. Holly's looking for a pen.
She holds
Fine.
out the quill.
Holly will take it and sign their name and look around. Anybody else?
I believe she specified that it could only be one person, correct?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Did anybody...
That's fine. It's in character, if anything.
Yeah.
If it's that big of a deal, I could make more space. She looks down at the pages.
As long as we're staying all together, it should be fine.
Alright, if you're sure. And she takes the quill back and starts putting things away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want it to go into my fucking brain. That's gonna freak me the fuck out. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It would be almost as much of a torment for her to be in Holly's brain.
Yeah.
Rude.
Actually, that's a good question. If she gives a message to Gaius, who can respond?
Ooh. Well, it's the person whose name is in the book.
Ah, I see.
So that's how it worked also with Jade and Jalen. If she would have messaged Jade, Jalen wouldn't have been able to respond. It would have been Jade.
Got
Right.
it. Okay.
Even
Cool.
though they would have both heard it, only one
Yeah.
would respond.
Okay. Cool.
Unless they weren't together at that moment.
Poor baby. Anyways.
Damn.
So, do the thing.
All right. So, Thea is going out to scout, and you all are going to the recorder's office? Question mark. Okay.
City records.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Who are you taking with you? If anyone. Is the whole group going?
That's a good question. I think the group should go together.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck splitting the group up again. And as far as NPCs, I'm cool with Rhea coming. Unless you think that Paige would be better.
I still think
No,
Paige-
Isabella.
Is she too
Yeah.
intimidating for you?
I mean, Isabella can come along.
I will keep that joke to myself. You made it too easy.
Gaius, in your mind, you would hear, perhaps it would be best to ask Paige to look into the deed. It seems to be well in her skill set.
Okay. Then what should we do?
You get no response.
Great! Nice talk! So, Emmy says to let Paige do it.
Oh, well, she shouldn't have to do it alone. And if anything, we can assist. I'm sure with a location this large, there would be a great deal of paperwork to go through if it is open to public uh, access.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Emmy would slowly nod, logically.
Okay.
Logically. She
Then-
nods logically.
Paige comes along.
If that's all right with you, Paige.
Sure. If you need my help, okay.
Great.
Is there anything you would like us to do? And Isabella links arm with Rhea. Rhea kind of just looking over at her like, all right.
I mean, honestly, why don't you guys go deal with this deed thing, and I'll stick here. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna turn to Arithia. You can still talk to Isabella, right?
Yes.
That's the thing? Okay. So I will still be somewhere where we can have some communication. I needed to talk to Rhea for a while. And maybe you can do your thing with the cards.
Oh. Unlinks her arm. We want another reading, huh?
Why not?
Alright.
Oh,
Anything more and it will cost you.
How much? I've got 90 gold?
We can discuss payment later.
Okay.
Winks.
I don't under okay. Everything's going straight over his head.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Absolutely, sounds great to me.
Okay.
I have one other thread unpulled. Do we know what happened to Vorel Foxglove?
Which foxglove was that?
Vorel, the one
Vorel?
who was part of the deed contract.
Mm. I don't think we ever got more information about her.
Should inquire if they have a records keeping place, birth records, death records, business records.
Y'all wouldn't happen to have a public access library, would you?
can just point me in that direction. You don't need to go with me. I'll find it on my own. Leave me alone back there for a couple hours.
Please and thank you.
Mhm.
Because I think was that the one that turned into a not quite lich, or was that someone else?
Mm.
Shit. Mm. Either way. Okay, so I'm thinking that oh god. Are we about to split the party? Is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, I literally said, fuck splitting the party, and then I split the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But hey,
Yeah.
the thing is, I'm just basically sticking by the inn. If we need to get there, we have a cart. We can probably try and get to you guys pretty fast. It
You
might
have
take a
fucking
bit.
2 carts.
Well, yes, but I'm gonna be in the card reader's cart,
Mm-hmm.
not the mystical timey wibbly wobbly blah 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 bullshit.
Mhm.
That cart. Wibbly
Bold of
wobbly
you to
timey wimey
assume.
cart.
Bold
There
of you
ya
to
go.
assume her cart isn't also wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Is it?
No.
Okay, good.
But it was bold of you to assume.
What? We've been in the cart. I don't remember it being bigger on the inside.
Anyway, so final decision, guys. Thea scouting,
Wink.
Rhea, Isabella, and Gaius are at the cart.
Ye-
Paige is getting information on the deed. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Are the rest of you going with Paige, or the rest of you doing something else?
Well, I was thinking that at the very least, probably Mars and JB could go with Paige because that's like the researchers of the group.
Mm-hmm. Which leaves the chaotic one and the narcolept to go somewhere else.
You're muted.
That's so weird. My mute button's not working properly. Normally Emmy would go with Mars to the library, but she didn't sleep well last night, and maybe it's time for a nap. So she might stay in the carriage.
Okay.
You're gonna stick with me?
Yeah, she's
Wow.
tired. All right.
Yeah.
She only got 8 hours of sleep last night.
Oh no, that's the worst.
You know, some animals need far more sleep than humans. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is Emmy's actually a cat.
Yes.
Correct.
Or a dog. Dogs sleep a lot too.
Yep. And confirm.
Yeah, well, Fenix sleep most of the day, so.
Gaius, Emmy would jump up on your shoulders and then drape themselves. It would they'd have to struggle a bit because you're wearing armor, and that is far less comfortable. Are you wearing your armor at the moment?
Yes, he would be. In which
Yeah.
case, he probably wouldn't, you would try and get on his shoulders, and he'd just pick you up and just hold you in his arms. Like a cat.
Oh no, she would jump out of that. No one holds Emmy.
Okay. Trying to make
She
you
would go
comfortable.
I know, and I as a player feel bad, but she's like Tony Stark. People don't hand him things.
Okay.
That kind of thing. No, she'd just find a nice soft corner or something.
Alright.
Emmy's high maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Yeah.
And confirm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
And-
after being stabbed so often, he's not going outside without his armor.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
valid
absolutely.
concern.
Even Emmy understands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds like a
So-
good idea.
How else am I splitting up our list here? Everybody going out with. So at least Mars and JB are with Paige. Holly, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm definitely going with Paige.
Okay.
I came up with this plot. Maybe.
All right. Awesome. As you're all sorting out who's going where and what's doing who and what,
I heard that.
there's good. There's an intense rattling from the back of Paige's cart, uh, towards the shelves where you've stuck a certain sword. As suddenly, with a loud bang, you all look over and there's a Goliath in the cart.
Shit.
Oh, hey, we know that guy.
Okay then. It'd be quiet time for now then.
Hey, you're back.
He pats the sword. Oh, hello everyone.
I don't have the right overlay for this. Fuck!
Oh.
Somebody should have warned me.
All right,
Shit,
20. Go
sorry,
back
bud.
out. We're not ready yet.
Go back out. We're gonna restart.
Yeah, we're gonna redo. We're gonna mulligan.
Oh, all right then.
Maybe
We'll see you
Immy,
next session.
maybe this will work.
Immy, like jumps and makes a squeaky noise,
I do have the right overlay. Never mind. Keep going.
Okay.
and
Sorry
then
about that, bud.
proceeds to sit down and try and look unflustered.
Oh, I've been in there for so long. But,
Oh,
you know, he's a really nice guy, Finny. You should all meet him.
Vinny?
Finny, and he holds up the sword.
I'm sorry. It was. How did you? It wasn't you. She just like puts her hands on either side of her face and squints, and like like you can see the calculations running across her face.
Well, you know, I asked him, but it was a bit complicated. He said that he wanted to come out here and have some friends, but it didn't work, so I came in there so I could be his friend for a while. But we've been talking, and he thinks that it's best if I am not in there anymore with him. We've been talking too much, apparently.
So
Oh.
your sword kidnapped you and now let you go free?
Well, technically, it was Paige's sword.
Well, the sword.
Well, he wanted to come out, but it didn't work properly. So maybe one day one of you fancy people with your fancy magics can help him come out and we can play.
Remembers the attitude of the sword.
Mhm.
Talk about it.
Oh, yay.
Was he nice to you? Have you had enough to eat and drink? And do you need some
no,
water?
I'm so hungry. I've not eaten since I got here.
Mars looks over at her. It's like, he's been in a sword. How would there be food and drink in there?
I mean, it could have had some kind of magical nourishment or
Don't
sustainment.
worry, I've got a thing I can do for this. And he pulls out his alchemy jug.
She immediately starts pulling out like all of the bread rolls she has, like just dumps it in his arms, just like, no, really, it's okay. Here you
Oh,
go.
this is perfect. And he starts
You know what those
dipping
breads
them
need?
in the he starts dipping them in the mayonnaise.
I've made a mistake. She just immediately turns and is just like, all right, we have shit to do. Oh, I knew it was a mistake. I knew it before I even said anything. I was like, oh, baby girl, now.
All right. Is it safe to assume that 20 is gonna chill out and eat his
Wait, no.
mayonnaise with a side of bread.
Yeah, at
His
some point
abomination sandwiches.
he has some questions for Emmy at some point later, but that can
Mhm.
wait. He needs to eat.
All right. Awesome. So,
Incredible.
with that, we're gonna go ahead and split the party. Thea goes off. I'm gonna go to the cart. Holly is gone. JB is gone. Mars is gone. Isabella is here. I don't have a thing for Paige. Rhea is here.
Does Paige bring their cat?
Paige isn't the one with the cat. That's her friend Naomi.
Oh,
you're not
okay.
going?
Does Naomi bring her cat?
Naomi shows up out of nowhere.
Didn't Paige have an animal?
Nope.
Okay.
She's been babysitting BB, but that's it.
Holly couldn't give BB fresh flowers.
BB is here. I'm gonna put BB on this
BB.
crate right here.
BB's gonna starve.
There we go. BB's fine.
Oh.
Awesome.
Baby.
Okay, yeah, we really do need to get some more fabric and chairs and cushions.
I just haven't updated her map.
We'll
No,
get
I
there.
meant like the players need to buy this stuff for Paige to deck out her
Mm,
there.
her shop.
Yeah.
We've just been kind of living here rent free in
Mhm.
your shop.
We pay her with friendship and exposure.
I'll kill you.
Holly is used
Just knew
to
that the artist of the group was gonna beat your ass.
Holly is used to nice things and comfortable seats.
Is
Boxes
she?
do not cut it.
The farm girl is used to comfortable seating.
Well, she's trying to present that image as though she is.
We'll get there. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This pleather beanbag you have is top quality. All right. So, splitting the party. Let me get up all of the information for you guys.
Oh, this is such a bad idea.
It's fine.
I just want to go out on a record and say this was not my idea to split the party this time.
This time.
Yeah.
Every other time.
Every other time it has been my idea, but this time it's not.
Jesus Christ, I've got like 15 fucking things to grab for you guys because you're all getting different information.
Oh. Sorry.
No, it's chill.
Don't apologize.
This is what I signed up for.
Position.
Oop, that's not it.
Position is fun.
Give me a moment, as I can't seem to find the site that I use for my thingy.
Uh-oh.
Not your thingy.
My thingy! It's a very important thingy.
Whatever will you do
terrible.
without your thingy?
Suffer.
That's just me every day.
Fair enough.
Suffer's pretty strong. I know that, not enjoy the pleasure that her thingy brings.
Been there, done that. There we are. Bring up our
All
cards.
right.
Hmm.
You're just in time for me to find the 50,000 pages for everybody.
Fantastic.
All right. So we've got the
Uh,
deed stuff. We've got that.
How long have we been at the cart?
Got that. We are.
Not very.
Okay.
Yeah, not very long.
Because it was zoomed out a bit, because I was AFK.
Oh yeah, no, not very long. All right. I hope that's everything.
Mhm.
So, unfortunately, I think the easiest way to do this might be to bounce back and forth a bit.
Sounds good.
As counterproductive as that sounds.
Nah, it's good. Let's do that.
Okay. Let's do that. Awesome. I love the Z's coming off of me.
She's upside down because she's sleepy.
Yeah.
You're so tired.
Feel
Hold on, I
like
can do you one
Emmy.
better.
Feel like BB would like come over and like snuggle with Emmy.
Oh my god. Yeah, Emmy would allow it. BB's been around long enough, right?
Mhm.
If that happened, she wouldn't mind too much. As boring as it would be for me as a player, I almost love the idea of Emmy sleeping through something really dramatic.
That's hilarious.
Like the whole carriage is attacked, and after everything's done, she just gets up and stretches.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we attacked? It's unfortunate.
Roll initiative. It's over.
Roll initiative. Your party turns against you.
Yeah, she's already like once she realized it was 20, he seems safe, unhurt, everyone's calmed down. She does the 3 spins and goes to sleep.
No.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna start at the carts, I think. All right, cart boys.
All right.
So we've got a few things that you were planning on doing.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we starting, guys?
Well, is 20 with us?
20's eating mayonnaise with a side of bread rolls.
He would have gone with the Emmy group though.
Yeah, which is with us.
They're in the cart.
Yeah, we're in the cart. So do you have a preference, James?
Yeah, the Emmy cart.
That's not what I asked. Do you have a preference to which one you want to do first?
Which one of what?
Have Gaius talk to Rhea. I'm just gonna have Gaius talk to Rhea. Fuck it.
Just eat your mayonnaise and bread.
Just eat your bready mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise
Very
bread.
tasty.
No, bready mayonnaise.
The bread gives it texture.
I know him.
Bread gives it texture.
Ugh.
You're not wrong, but
All right, so go for it, guys. Please get that image out of my head.
He's going to tap Rhea on the shoulder and go. So the other day you wanted to talk to me about something. What's that for? What you need?
Oh, right. Well, I've been asked by your other half, she says questioningly, Cry, to bring this up with you. Supposedly you've been, I don't know, thinking, saying things about paladins and possibly becoming one.
Okay. So first off, that's his name?
Cry, yes.
Weird. I didn't even know he had a name. That's weird to think about. And secondly, yes. I wanted to know, like I was a knight before, but supposedly uh this is very complicated. My stepfather came to me in my dreams one night and said that I was very strong with the will of Tempest, and like I don't know if it's weird being linked to a god of war. It kind of makes sense, but do I do anything special? Like this feels like this was just kind of thrust upon me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do.
Well, is it something you're even interested in? Or just I've been told to?
Well, it is kind of something I am interested in because I mean, it's like I have this weapon in my arsenal and it would be a shame to just ignore it. But I don't know how to handle it. I would like to figure it out. Essentially.
All right. Well, there are several things that go into being a paladin. First is the years of training for combat mastery, and I assume you have that as a knight.
Yes, absolutely.
Even so, a paladin's martial skills are secondary to the magical powers that we wield. The powers to heal the sick and injured and to smite the wicked, to protect innocent and those who join us in a fight for justice.
Mm-hmm. This may sound weird, but I've kind of always been able to do some minor healing. Although that could be the Azamar part of me. But it's gotten like stronger recently.
Mm-hmm.
And what's weird is I've been able to cast spells for a long time, but it kind of popped up out of nowhere. It feels like I'm able to reach somewhere that isn't here and pull magical essence from a thing, an item, some kind of weapon, and then use it. That's how I cast my spells. I don't know where it comes from, but I've been able to do that since I was like 15 or something like that.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, sure. He's going to pick up a book and then cast light on it. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And for a brief moment, it feels as he's touching the book, a symbol of an axe appears on it and quickly disappears.
Okay. Well, I will admit that I've never seen that before. And you've done this since you were 15.
Yeah. For like, as I look at my character sheet, for like 21 years or so.
How old am I?
Yeah, it's hard to keep track sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Like 21 years or so. It's been like that.
Hmm. Well, then, combining that with this information about your vision with your father, I suppose you've definitely been chosen, possibly in a stronger sense than most.
Hmm. So is there anything special I gotta do to like do this? Is it just do I just is it just a thing I can do now, or I'm trying to understand? Cause how do you do this? This kind of stuff.
Ah,
But because I think I'm a paladin. I'm pretty sure with the whole
alright.
fighting thing and all of that. I'm not a cleric. I'm not actively worshiping somebody. I just have this.
Well, how I do this, uh, at a fairly young age, I grew up in my order. Both of my parents were paladins, and my older siblings as well. So I began my training as young as they would allow me. Um, and eventually took an oath and swore myself to my order and to my goddess, Shellin, and was granted these abilities more or less permanently. They are something that you master over time through your training and such. It's not as though I swore an oath and suddenly I could shield myself from things.
Hmm.
Although typically paladins do stand for some specific cause. They focus on various aspects of the cause of righteousness, but we're all bound by the oaths that grant us our power to do sacred work.
Interesting. I guess I need to swear an oath. Guess that's what I'm missing. Things don't quite feel right yet.
Well, in a sense, you're using the abilities without truly being initiated, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's also weird. Why was I given this?
I suppose it's something for you to think about,
Yeah.
as well as what will your oath be? Why do you fight? Who do you fight for?
Hmm. Thank you, Ria. It's definitely given me a lot to think about.
Of course. Um, if there's any other ways that I can help you, I'll do my best.
Thank you. And with that, I think that scene is done. Do we want to hop over to the other group?
Sure.
Telling you,
Yeah.
swear your oath to Emmy. Ria's god requires time and reverence. Emmy will cast Goodberry on you right now. Give you magical powers.
Cast
Just make
me
her your sky daddy.
Goodberry?
Yeah. What's a paladin if not a fighter that gets some like magic thrown at him? Emmy will do that for you right now. Make her your sky daddy.
No.
Swear an oath to her. I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, I
Hold
don't.
on. No, Emmy can't be a sky daddy. Hold on. 20, we're gonna need you to launch Emmy. Hold on.
Okay, do I need to roll a strength check?
Please. Just because
Emmy-
I'm curious now.
Emmy is also accepting applications for warlocks.
A fucking 22 athletics. Yeet. Alright. Yeah, over to the other group. Oh boy. Paige, JB, Mars, and Holly. What's up?
I'd like to think that 20 yeets Emmy and there's like a Looney Tunes-esque Emmy-shaped hole in the ceiling now.
And with just the fading words in Gaius' mind, call me.
Jeez.
It's actually Isabella's voice.
Jeez.
Can't escape.
There is no escape.
There is no escape. Yeah, so we are heading off to the place with the stuff. Sorry.
It's easy enough. As mentioned numerous times before, there are signs everywhere in the city pointing to this office and that. Yeah, you're fairly easily able to find the recorder's office.
Oh, thank God.
They're playing hot cross buns as you walk in. No.
Hot.
Crossed buns.
Again.
Yeah, so our approach to clarify between all of us, our approach is that we are looking to potentially buy land and we want to know who we're dealing with. Is that what we're going with?
I think we should ask about the sawmill. Because it would have to come up as collateral in the other properties. I mean, we could ask about both. Well, no, we have this deed. We should ask about the deed and then ask.
We probably shouldn't show them that we have a deed.
Okay.
Just like, I feel like that's going to be more suspicious than anything. Just like, why do you have this?
Perhaps we should ask for the deed. Or who owns Foxglove Manor.
Somewhere far off in the distance, Arithia's head continually jerks over her shoulder.
She doesn't know why, but it's just instinct. Okay.
I think you were on the right track before going in and saying we are looking to purchase some land. We're interested in inquiring about the owner of Foxglove Manor.
Uh, okay, wait. So is Foxglove Manor the house in the swamp or the house here, or would they both be considered under the same name? Just
Foxglove Manor is the one out near Corin. Foxglove's townhouse is the one here in Haida.
okay. So do we want to pose a you know what? It's fine. We'll just that's it's fine. Okay. Also important question. Who's taking the lead on this?
Nose goes. You've got at least 3 people here with social anxiety.
Uh-oh.
Paige, how would you approach this? How would you go about getting the information we need?
What exactly is the information that you need?
We need to know who are all the owners or people that have a stake in ownership for the Foxglove Manor and the 7 Sawmill.
Well, I would assume you could just walk in and ask.
I wasn't sure if
I mean,
there was
unless
some
that's
kind of
not,
special
I,
library code thing. You
what?
never mind.
Never change, Holly.
Secret handshake.
Yeah.
I mean, there could have been. I don't,
Paige in there dapping him up.
So
Sup,
Holly
bro?
will reach out and hold the door open for everybody after y'all.
Okay, I assume we all enter.
Yep.
At the front desk, you see a very familiar face as this young. She can't be more than like 18, 19-year-old girl sits there, looks up as she's filing her nails. Welcome to the recorder's office. Blah, blah, blah. What do you want?
I'm sorry, is this the same chick as the spa?
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, hello again. I can't say that I was expecting to see you here. But it's good to meet you again.
Alright, yeah. Can I, like, help you or whatever?
Oh, yes, right. So we j- gestures at the group. We were wondering if we could take a look at the public records.
Okay.
Would you be able to point us in that direction, or?
I mean, like, anything in particular I'm supposed to
Uh,
ask? It's
w-
whatever.
right. Specifically, we're looking into uh land ownership or deeds and such.
Okay. Um, For the city?
In and around the city. We had some interest in a few properties. If at all, seeing them off on her fingers. There was the sawmill, wasn't it? Kind of glances over at Holly, looking for confirmation.
Yes, the 7 sawmill.
Yes, that one. And also possibly there was a little townhouse that we saw uh that we might also be interested in. I had heard from some of the people around town that it belonged to someone of the name of Foxglove.
Okay. Is that it?
Real quick, is that it? I
I mean, that's where we want to start.
Alright.
We want to make this a expedited search. If we could get, if there's any other related information as well, I'm willing to pay an extra fee.
She pauses in filing her nails, looks you up and down. How much?
I mean, say 50 gold?
60.
Okay. Seems like a fair
Right, this way.
deal.
She gets up.
You got her to get up from behind the fucking. Alrighty, let's go.
It's probably more than she makes in a year.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely more than she makes in a year.
Yeah.
I think
How
a
much is
common
the
person
average?
might make 10 gold a
Uh-huh.
year. You just gave her
Holly-
6 years salary.
6 years salary.
Holly didn't want to like
Span of
going
10
back
minutes.
and forth about,
You literally just said, "Go to college. I've paid for it."
Yeah. Hey.
You say go to college, I hear buy next season's collection.
Right.
Oh.
Alright.
Is it your collection? Are you at least investing in yourself?
Poses. Alright. So, leads you towards the documents you are looking for. So, So what was it? The ownership of the 7 Sawmill and then the ownership of the townhouse, correct?
Yes, those are the things that Mars said.
Okay.
Or, any other properties that might be in the Foxglove name?
Okay. So
I do believe they have like an older manor house that they're trying to repair, and so we were thinking about purchasing the townhouse as a means to help generate those funds.
yeah, I don't really care. So yeah, the Foxglove townhouse is owned by the Foxgloves. They're like a noble house or whatever. I think they're like not even like big nobles. They kind of live in the city. It's this weird dude and his wife. She leads you towards where you're going. Rifles through a good deal of documents. I never know how the hell they organize these things. Okay, this one. Seven's sawmill. Okay. Yeah, that's owned by the Brothers of the Seven.
Uh, uh, that's a corporate entity? Or
What the hell is corporate?
a business? Or is it religious? Is that sounds like a social group? Like maybe a neighborhood community building group?
It's like, I don't know, like a goddamn fraternity for old dudes.
You know of the Brotherhood?
Not really.
Okay. Do is there any way to find out more information about the Brotherhood, like who those individuals might be?
Where they might be, oh fuck, what's the word? Where they might operate out of as far as their main location. We are quite interested in contacting them about the purchase.
She looks between the two of you and then holds out her hand.
Mars immediately puts 70 gold in her hand.
She like hefts the pouch in her hand and then shrugs and puts it away. Yeah, I have no idea. They're supposed to be like super like anonymous or whatever. They don't really show themselves. I think it's more like, here's you go, here's your money, slap my name on it, or don't, or I don't know.
Who's like that?
That like old guy frat.
Oh. Is it always one person or is it a different person each time?
I don't know.
Right.
Right. She kind of just stares at you.
There was another question that I wrote it down for this reason. Where the fuck did it go? Shit.
Anyway, so like other properties that the Foxgloves own. Yeah, I think they had like some old dusty place or whatever that was out like another kingdom or something.
Hmm?
Um I don't know. We might have a record of it. Hold on.
Appreciate it.
If you need any assistance with searching, I'm actually quite good at locating such information. Just to make your life a little easier.
I'm not stupid.
No, I would never imply such a thing. I'm just saying that searching for information, especially on such broad topics, can be very time consuming.
My mom used to say many hands make light work.
Right. Okay, anyways. Flips her hair over her shoulder. That would be like, I don't know, in the F's, maybe? This way. And you come up to a portion where she pulls out a very thick file. Okay. Fuck, this thing is heavy. It sort of
Here,
tries to
let
heft
me
it
hold
in
it
one
for
arm
you.
and scroll through it. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, look, flops it down in your arms, opens it. So that, they did like trading stuff or whatever. Trading.
What were they trading?
Just like, I don't know, general stuff.
Pokemon cards. Who fucking knows?
Do
Yeah,
you
I don't-
have? Do you know what the last shipment was?
Why would I care?
I was just curious, wondering if you happen to have the. You have the trading stuff right there, you know. Thought it might be on top.
I don't know. And she looks around and sort of twirls part of her hair around her finger. From what I've heard, supposedly, like, they're dirt broke. Like, I don't even think they've traded in forever.
Okay.
It's surprising
yeah.
they would be able to maintain 2 properties then.
She shrugs.
Well, I mean, he hasn't. That's why the manor needs so much work.
But yeah, they have that manor. It says right there.
You
While she has it open, Mars wants to roll an investigation just to see if she can like spot any weird language or inconsistencies between the information that we have versus what's on record.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe will assist. They will peep over
Go
your
for it.
shoulder.
So it's just Holly's holding this giant file. This chick from the front desk is just standing over the file. Mars is leaning over her shoulder, and JB's leaning over Mars's shoulder.
JB, who is probably not as tall as Mars, is like on their very tippy toes.
Baby. Bup, 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 bup.
Yeah.
23.
Not really any inconsistencies as far as you can tell. You do see, as she's like flipping through stuff, that there is a notation of who was there for the quote unquote signing, which is basically just stamp on the page. There is Varel Foxglove, the Brothers of the Seven, and someone named Justice Ironbriar.
Interesting. Since we've been in the city, does that ring any bells or anything like that?
Roll me a history check, see if you've heard it.
Normal. 14.
Okay. Not particularly. Not really.
And you said it was Judge Ironbriar?
Justice.
Justice. Okay.
Would Holly notice that Mars or JB saw something?
Are you guys trying to hide that you've noticed information?
Burial Summer or Ironbriar. Okay. I mean, I don't. So, to be quite honest, when Mars is in like super duper study mode, I don't think she has much control over her facial animations. So as soon as she comes across that, the ears will kind of prick up a little bit and her eyebrows shoot up just a tiny bit. Like it's like a physical manifestation of a light bulb going off behind the receptionist.
So, yeah, Holly, you would notice.
Okay, Holly's gonna. These are like open files, right? Just papers in a file.
Yeah.
You're literally holding them right now.
Holly's gonna try to intentionally drop the pages that the girl is looking at, not the pages Mars is looking at.
Well, we're both looking at the same pages, aren't we?
Well, as
Yeah,
like
you're
she's
kind of
flipping through.
you're kind of just holding this file open, and every now and then she just flips a page over to the other side of the file.
So when Mars sees that, can I like hold onto that page and then kind of accidentally tilt a few files of the page stack she hasn't gone through?
Roll me a sleight of hand. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that this girl's what would it be? Wisdom, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This girl's wisdom is not enough to beat that.
So
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Holly's gonna like, oh no, hand the file to Mars and then like help her pick up the papers that fell in the slowest possible manner. So that if there's other things they need.
You're like, oh no, and you drop this, and she kind of just stares down at it as you drop to start slowly picking up papers.
Immediately Mars like whips around, like no, doesn't whip around, but like the backwards hand pass when you're trying to pass a note so that the teacher doesn't notice, over to JB, just like wiggles it around until they like grab it and stuff it in their bag.
Jeez. No, they don't stuff it in their bag. They just hold it like, okay, I have it. What do you want me to do with it?
No, she starts motioning like, bag, put it in your bag. Like mouthing bag.
These are public records. Are we allowed to take these? Is this like a library? Can we check them out?
Oh my god.
Fine. Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Hang on.
So that catastrophe is happening behind her back. Meanwhile, she's just staring down at Holly, who is like, oh, I'm so sorry. Paper back in the folder. How clumsy of me. Paper back in the folder. I can't believe that I would paper back in the folder.
Instead of a piece of paper.
She's just watching, like, oh my god. I don't get paid enough.
Except we just paid you for 6 years.
You just paid her for 13 years.
Yep.
Still doesn't get paid enough.
So with that extra amount of time, did they find anything else in the file?
Roll me investigation.
Am I stealing it?
I don't know. Are you?
Davey's like staring at Mars like, what? What do you
Oh
want me
my
to do with it?
goodness. What is your
Tap it down your shirt.
You want me
JP
to take
doesn't
my
wear
shirt off?
clothes.
What? What the fuck do you mean they don't wear clothes? What are you talking about? Of course they wear clothes.
We just got a new set of clothes.
You think they were just buck ass naked
No one
this
needs
whole
to
fucking
know.
time?
Oh my god. Disaster.
No, as far as what you're looking for, no, there's nothing else of relevance.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness. That's great. You guys go ahead and figure out your lives. We're gonna cut back over. Oh my god.
What do you think the chances that by the time we cut back, they will have figured out their lives?
0.
Absolutely not.
It's like
But this
midway
at least gives you a chance for the spotlight.
Yeah.
midway through doing the cards, and let's cut back to the other group. Oh, everything's on fire. All right, back to this group.
Yeah, like it just cuts over really quick. There's on fire. Mars is
It's-
running, screaming.
It's literally just that gift from the community.
Yeah, what is it with Donald Glover or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Donald Glover is literally just the cameraman, just like, all right, and we pan back. Oh my god!
Yep, I'm just looking at the fire. The party's on fire. It's a disaster.
But the employee doesn't care because she's set for the next 13 years.
Yep.
She has enough money to buy a house and have a decade left over.
She is set.
She has enough money to go get married young and have kids and waste it all.
You think
Who
this
needs
chick is
kids?
going to get
Wow.
married?
Wow.
If she has enough money, she could.
She's going to absolutely spend that on herself. Just
Nadia-
fucking a trip across Europe. That's what that spells out.
Nadia, I want you to prove everyone wrong and give her a high-powered career.
Oh my god.
What you're talking
We're gonna
to
turn
is
we're
the
gonna
new
turn this
mayor.
bitch into a girl
Yeah,
boss.
she
It's like
uses
Gatekeeper boss.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
she uses this money to jumpstart her physics startup company.
Oh my god.
Works at the fucking DMV. She's already gatekeep.
God damn it.
Yes, you're correct.
See, look, she came across somebody else's patent, rejected their patent, took the information, improved on it slightly, and now that's what she's using for her startup.
She's gonna start a
Damn.
pyramid scheme.
Oh my god, you guys just created the first boss babe.
Oh,
Well, is she gonna go into nursing too? Let's just collect the trifecta, shall we?
fuck.
You guys need a healer in your next town?
Sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be like
Jesus, the most passive aggressive healing ever. Yeah, I mean,
200
sure.
gold. Slaps a band-aid on it.
There you go.
It's the American healthcare system.
I was gonna say. All right.
It hurts when I do that. Then don't do that. That'll be
Don't do
200
that.
gold.
Yeah.
But that is breathing.
Yeah, well, I said what I said. That'll be 200 gold.
Are you the nurse here? I didn't think so.
Look, which one of us went to medical school? All right, it's neither of us, but still.
Which one of us went to medical school off of your money?
Yep.
All right, I kind of had daddy buy me the degree, but like
Y'all paid for all the rent and food and partying. The tickets I got for the partying.
all right, all
Booze
right, all
that I
right.
brought to the party.
Back on track. Let's get back on track.
Yes.
Back to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Are we panning back to guys? Anybody else doing anything?
I mean, Emmy is asleep, but if
Uh-huh.
something interesting happens, we can wake her up. It's fine.
Yeah, I meant more 20.
Yeah,
I
something
know.
interesting happens as Emmy realizes she's being poked by 20.
And first of all, I need confirmation or not. Did the flying bee thing actually come to Emmy, or was that just
That
wishful
was
thinking?
just wishful
Gotcha,
thinking.
gotcha. One eye pops open, and then in your mind you hear, "Welcome back, 20."
Oh, thank you. It's nice to see you again. You know, I was in there a long time and I had a lot of time to think, and I think I realized something about you. I think I figured something out.
Oh, and like
Yeah.
one eye's still open, but she hasn't like moved at all.
So your real name, what is it?
Oh no.
The second eye opens. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Emmy's obviously short for whatever your real name is. And I figured this out because when I was talking to Finny, whose real name is Final Word, I realized that that nickname that I give him, like the nickname somebody gave me, is that my name is 27, but people don't want to say that, so they just put "ni" at the end. So I'm 20. Finny's Finny. You're Emmy. So what's the long bit?
Emmy blinks. I'm. I don't know.
Hmm. Did you forget?
I forgot everything. Emmy was a name given to me.
Oh. Well, who gave it to you?
There's a pause. I don't remember.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, 20. I have no memory of my life before I escaped.
But you remember me?
I met you after I escaped.
I don't understand.
I was held prisoner by someone, and I have no memory before that time. I escaped and met many of the people here, including
So
yourself.
you remember being in this place, but not anything before it.
There's a long pause as if like Emmy's trying to remember, right? Nothing more than flashes, images, like a thought on the edge of your mind that you can't grasp.
Well, how come then I can remember everything before it, but nothing after?
Everything before.
Well, like I said, I was a boy with my dad, and then this man came and he took me to a place. It was a weird place, and then I don't remember what happened there, but then I was big and not a boy anymore, and I had all these weird things attached to me, and he shimmies his shoulders and flaps out his like manta ray fins and his tentacle appendages.
I am unsure. All I can imagine is that whatever experimentation happened to you affected you differently than me, even if we do
Experiment.
share some similarities.
Okay. Well, we will find this man, and I'm gonna kill him because I I I feel like I'm angry at him for taking me from my house.
If we find this man, I will help.
Okay.
Do you think Emmy is short for something?
Well, it seems like names that end in "ni" are short for something else.
What do you think it is short for?
Mithrian?
Emithrian. She thinks about it. Emithrian. Interesting.
I mean, Emmy's fine, and you know.
Emmy is quiet for a while, and then in your mind, I appreciate the attempt.
What? What did I attempt?
Think of my full name. I know so little of my past.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. We can find it.
Perhaps Emmy is some sort of an acronym.
Emmy. Don't know how to spell it. What's an acronym?
It's when you take the first letter of several words and use those letters to form a new word. Emmy, like energetic, murdering, muffin Yankee. I don't know. I couldn't finish. Sorry.
Right, okay. So then if we want to find this, how do you get into my head? Maybe I can get into your head and look.
It is an ability I had when I woke up, like with your shoulders.
Do you like that?
It has its uses,
I think
though
I would like it.
I miss singing. And then, like, Emmy, like, stops, and her eyes widen.
Oh, are you going to sing a song for me now?
No, I miss singing. I didn't know I liked singing.
Well, why
But I
don't you start?
Her eyes, like, narrow back down. Have you heard me howl? It is not the most pleasing sound.
I've heard you talk, and if you can talk, you can sing, right?
It is not the same. The words you hear in your head have no tone, no pitch, only my implied meaning.
I see.
But I miss singing. That had to come from before.
So maybe you were like a singer who liked to sing and stuff.
Maybe. I think I'd like that.
Do you want to learn how to play something as well?
Emmy holds up a paw to show toe beans.
Well, you could play the drums with that.
I think I'll pass.
Okay.
Maybe Bear would be more willing.
Oh, okay. I'd like to see Bear play.
Emmy nods. It is good that you are back.
It is nice to be back. Well, Finny he's nice, but he's a bit, you'll get to meet him, I suppose, at some point. But
What was
you're
it
all
like
much
in
nicer.
there?
Well, it was dark, but yeah, it was pretty much just dark, and all I could hear was him. No, I could hear around me, but there's so much going on, it's hard to pay attention.
Emmy shakes her head, like obviously not understanding.
No, I don't know either, really. Maybe you should go in and talk to him sometime.
Would I be able to come back out?
I mean, he let me out.
Yes, I don't think I'd like to put myself in a position where I am forced to wait upon his whims.
Finny, can Emmy come and visit you?
The entire time that you've been out so far, 20, and just eating your mayonnaised bread and talking about how good of friends you are, there's just been like continual like pained yelling.
No, quiet down. Can he come and visit you? Oh, all right. I'll just put you away for now then. No, he's a bit busy. He's just having a bit of a laugh now.
Well, you're taking the piss, aren't you?
That's fine. I'm quite content where I am.
Yeah, it does look comfy. And he lies down, like, trying to mimic the way that you're lying down and kind of like.
Not possible.
Yeah, and, just looks really awkward and uncomfortable. But he's
She's
like eye to eye.
in your mind, that cannot be comfortable for you.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
You don't. Emmy stretches out. So, like, when you see like a dog asleep on the floor, but they're not curled up, they're actually stretched out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does that.
He mimics. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a bit better. Why don't you just sleep like this?
We are all different, 20.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, what do you think Holly's real name is?
Hollerella.
Hollerella. Oh, that's a good name.
If Finnick foxes could smile. Hollister.
Hollister? Oh my goodness. Yes, your teammate, Hollister Hot Topic Danan. American Eagle!
Wow.
There's not even 2 E's in that name.
JB is short for Jen and Berries.
Well, JB's name doesn't end in "knee," so it doesn't work.
I think Emmy is an acronym for Energetic Murdering Muppet Yif.
I like that.
JB does end in the E sound.
Oh, yes, suppose it does.
I like
Maybe.
Muffin Yorkie.
Muffin Yorkie? Okay. Energetic Murdering Muppet Yorkie.
Yes, let's please take the Yif out of that name.
Please, God. Oh my goodness.
Yorkie will work. That's obviously whoever kidnapped her and tortured her was like, yes, have we done experiments on the energetic murdering Muppet Yorkie today?
Elora,
Yorkie.
Elora, that means that Mars doesn't have the E sound at the end of her name. She's not Marzi.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that means that Mars isn't a nickname, apparently, according to
No.
the rules of
That's your
20.
actual name.
According to the rules, yeah, that's Mars's name.
I mean, I could
Gotcha.
still see it being a nickname for Marzipan.
But if her name was Marzi, then yeah.
All right. So this conversation is happening back at the office. Oh, so sorry. That's such another paper on the folder. I mean, how could I ever teach you guys get it? Another paper on the folder. Back. I'm sorry. Did you want to do something?
Mars is going to attempt to like it just the word that's coming to my mind is interpretive dance, but I know that's not the fucking word that I need. But she's making she's
You're miming.
gesticulating.
Yes.
Yes, miming, gesticulating.
Uh-huh.
Motioning, yes.
Just like not saying anything, just mouthing like just put it. It's fine. Just put it in the bag.
Looks at Mars, looks at the bag. Okay. Puts it in the bag. There's not like a checkout.
Maybe.
Oh, I can't believe that another paper.
Mars will make kind of like a huff, like, I'm so sorry about this, and like go down to try and help out.
So now it's just her watching you and Holly picking up this file.
Yep.
But yeah, no, she will pick it up as quickly as possible, and well, actually no, as she's going along, she'll try and discreetly like look over the other pages just to see if there's anything else of interest in there.
Was that not what the earlier investigation roll was for?
Oh, I guess it was. Yes, never
Yeah.
mind.
I was gonna say, we've been through this.
Okay. But yeah, she'll help out, and she'll make apologetic like motions towards the receptionist, just like, I'm so sorry about this. This is always a problem. Um and
Would there by chance be records, a place that they keep track of what shipments have entered the city and where they're from?
you just hear her soul depart her body.
Yeah. Continues watching you guys.
You wouldn't, if I, for an extra fee, of course. Would you be able to look and see if Alden Foxglove had made any deliveries to the town within the last, say, 3 months? 4 months?
No.
Okay. Had to ask.
Are you done now? I want to go take a break.
Sure.
Count my money.
Alright.
Mars will, as neatly as she can, like lightly tap all of the pages back into the folder, and hand them over to her.
She just, barely acknowledging it, just takes it and just shoves it onto the shelf haphazardly.
You walk off, leaving us behind, or is she waiting on us?
No, she's waiting for you to leave so she can take a break.
Okay.
My manager says I'm not supposed to like have people in the store when I'm not like
No.
walking in.
I understand. I completely, I totally get it. I've had a boss like that before. Oh,
Yeah, all right. The
years.
door's that way.
Yeah. Yeah, as Mars is just like hooking elbows with Holly, starts pulling along, just like, all right, let's get going.
Holly will spin around and walk out.
All right.
Actually, you know what? As a just a little tip as they're heading out, she'll just plop another 25 gold
Jesus
in
Christ.
her hand, just like,
What
you have
the
a wonderful
hell?
rest of your day. Listen.
You are paying this woman's way through life.
Yes.
He's at like 15 years now. This is the medieval ages. She'll probably be dead before she spends all that money.
She'll find a way.
Her babies will be well nourished.
I'm with Scotty on this one. I don't think this girl's having kids.
Yeah. If
Or
she does, it's not on
cousins.
purpose.
Or her siblings' children will be well nourished. Because with the
Joke's
leftover
on you.
money
She's
that
an
she
only
dies, it'll
child.
go back to the family.
This chick is absolutely an only child daddy's girl.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She only
Or-
has these positions because he's just like, you need work experience, and she's like, fuck my life.
or you have horribly skewed her idea of what a bribe should be, and the next person that comes to try and bribe her is in for a really rude surprise.
Right? And now bribes are no longer affordable in this society, so they're not used. They go out of fashion. I'm all for that.
Specifically because of her.
I am sorry, Sib. That is not how that works.
It's so unfortunate that bribes are unaffordable because now you can't ever bribe anyone ever again. How are you ever going to get information?
Nope. I'm sorry, Katia. That's not how that works. People still need money, and they're going to be like, well, if you're not willing to give me 100 gold, I'm not going to take the 5 you offered.
I just want to imagine that girl getting home from work. Hey, guess what, Dad? I'm moving out, and I'm getting my own house. Fuck you. Birds up.
She's like on her way home with like these 3 bags of coins just jingling in her arms. She's like, Dad said work would be hard.
Yeah.
I guess I showed him. It's like her first week.
Right.
The dad would not believe her how she got that ever.
Look,
Well,
it will
I
be
mean,
instead of being hoarded in the Foxglove Manor, it is now being put into the hands of the youth so that they can infuse it into the economy.
What the fuck are you talking about? When did we get money out of that? We stole
Some
shit.
of the money that Holly was using was the money from the stuff we stole from the manor.
Oh my god.
that's hilarious.
Yep.
Does make you question though, why the fuck was she at the office? Did she work at the spa?
Don't worry about
Oh
it.
boy.
Don't worry
She
about
works
it.
at the
It's fine.
spa for the discount.
Wait, you're supposed to pay?
The discount is 100%. I don't know.
Alright. Isn't that what a discount is? Alright. Anyways, back at the cards. So like Gaius had
Yeah.
something?
I believe I wanted to check out those cards, you know? Those card things, the tarot cards. Do a
The
reading.
tarot. Yes.
Ask, what the fuck should we do next?
You're more than welcome to check out more than just the cards.
Wink.
Wink.
Okay.
Oh, he's accepted.
I mean,
Start stripping.
Right?
he's just
Now
looking
that we're
around
in
the.
my cart alone.
He's just looking at the cart. You know, it's got a nice interior. What do you mean? You said check it out. I'm looking everywhere.
If you think for a second she wouldn't grab your face.
He's oblivious. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Which
He's-
is why she would
He's
grab
the
your
dumb
face.
one. Yes, she would have to. I don't know what to tell you.
I know exactly what to tell you.
I know. So are we
Alright.
doing this?
Yeah, I'm grabbing the deck.
Which one? Wink.
Hmm. Oh dear. Alright. So, and she motions for you to sit on the opposite side of her little low table.
Okay.
What are we doing a reading for? She pulls out the deck and begins to shuffle.
The group right now is having trouble trying to figure out what to do and how to take down this cult. Because we don't want to go back to the lumber mill. So basically, how do we dismantle this cult? How does that sound? That sounds like a great question.
Okay. For this, let's see. I think we will only use these. And she goes through and begins splitting the deck.
Okay.
And I'm gonna deal you some cards.
Okay. Should I click or? Oh,
Nope, I got you.
got it. Okay. So, just from left to right?
Yep.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
Thought that said bonjour for a moment, and I was
Bonjour.
gonna be like, motherfucking what? Oh.
So the person that you are looking for is French. The French version of Voldemort, who's living in a French cafe surrounded by cigarette smoke.
Ah, I see.
That'll be $200.
I've got 90 gold. I don't know what to tell you.
That is okay. We can work out payment.
Oh, Link.
Jesus. So what's this all mean?
Alright. Well, allow me to consult with the cards. And she begins to go left to right, one by one, placing her hand over the cards. And you see sort of her eyes flutter back before she returns to herself and moves to the next card, and the same thing happens. Okay. So, you want to know how to deal with this cult?
Yes.
Well, what the cards are telling me. There is a single powerful individual, very evil person, one whose goals have enormous and far-reaching consequences. Someone so conservative in their thinking that they are a prisoner of their own beliefs.
Hmm.
There is something unexpected, perhaps, or mysterious beyond this person that cannot be avoided.
Okay.
As far as that, yes, you're looking for a high-ranking individual within this cult.
Mm-hmm.
That is your key to taking it down.
Got it. Okay. Cool. I saw you looked at the first two. What about the third one?
That is where the mystery comes in.
Mhm.
The mist shroud the things beyond them. They represent the hidden.
Got it. Well, looks like we need to try and figure out who all is a part of this cult then. I guess.
Is there anything else that I can do for you?
I think I'm good.
No? No other reading or otherwise?
Trying to think of another reading. Yes, there could be one more thing. How will we find this high-ranking member? Would that be helpful? Would you be able to do that?
I possibly could. Let us consult the cards. Let me see. For something like this, I think we might need to use the others. Let me put these away. There we go. And I think just one should do it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. The mercenary. The Four of Swords. And she, again, places her hand over the card. And after a few moments, I don't know exactly specifically how you will find them, but I can tell you that this person is somebody who fights for power and wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who is very important in some way or another.
Okay. All right. I will try and relay that message to the others when they get back.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course. Is anything else I can do for you?
I think I'm good. You good?
Are you absolutely sure? Am I good? I am always good.
Cool. And I'm gonna head back to Paige's cart.
Alright.
Cool.
She puts the cards away. You walk away and she turns and watches you walk. Hate to see him go, love to watch him leave.
Jesus. All right.
All right. Meanwhile, cry inside.
Yep.
All right. And it's starting to get pretty late. I think we might be calling it there, folks.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we want to say that we meet back up and share information before we end? Or do we want to put a stop to that?
Yeah, stop fucking sharing information, guys. That's cheating.
That's called metagaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars.
I'm sorry.
Look, okay, I'll possibly look the other way for like another 200 gold or something.
Hemithelia will overlook this. I'm still thinking that Gaius missed out on a possible paladin patron.
Isabella.
Yeah. Although that's more
Please.
like a warlock patron.
They
For
say
you, she can be both.
Shit.
Gaius, I promise you, I know how to make you into a whole new man.
I can be your angel and your devil.
No,
Oh,
no, no. Gaius can be that. Excuse me. You can't take my
Be there
shtick.
for Gaius and cry.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
One of you can be the paladin, the other one can be the warlock. We all have a fun time. It's fine.
Oh my fucking god, that's so fucking... That would work though.
The in the background is rolling her eyes.
Yeah. Shit. But yeah, no, do we want to just stop it there, or do we want to say we all grouped up back together and end it there?
I will say that you guys, unless there's something else that you want to do, are able to all meet up back at the cart.
Okay.
We're not gonna quite share information quite yet. We'll handle that next session.
Okay, perfect.
We do need to end here because apparently I need to go mediate for my sisters.
Great.
Fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Alright,
watching.
Remember, blood is okay as long as it's not the dark arterial kind.
Great.
What
That's
I'm
the
hearing
important
is yes.
Yeah. That's not mediating, Claudia. That's worsening.
Look, as long as it's less than 10% of their body volume,
look.
they'll be okay.
It's
and it's
mediating
actually-
as long as they're not fighting anymore.
and,
So in my defense.
Remember, we
Squee,
looked up.
arterial blood is brighter because it's oxygenated. You're thinking of venous blood.
Yeah, I know.
Guys.
Venus has blood.
I remember that the
Yep.
second you started saying brighter. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Guys.
Alright, that's it.
Thank
We'll
you
catch you
guys.
guys next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
All I'm saying is we looked up the definition of abetting earlier, and it is not the same as comforting, Claudia.
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.